What if I told you that one of the oldest technologies on Earth is also one of our biggest weapons in the fight against climate change? Well, today on Energy Simply Explained, we're diving deep into the timeless power of water. So, let me ask you, what is this ancient power source we're talking about? I mean, it's been around for literally thousands of years, but now it's kind of like a superhero for a cleaner planet. Any ideas what it could be? Yup, if you are thinking hydropower, you absolutely nailed it. We're talking about the incredible, raw force of moving water. It's an ancient power source, for sure, but it's tackling a very modern mission. Okay, so how did we even get here? I mean, how did we go from, simple wooden wheels just turning in a stream to these massive, colossal power plants that light up entire cities today? Well, for centuries, we used water wheels for pretty simple jobs, right? Like grinding grain. But then a couple of key breakthroughs changed, well, everything. First, back in the 1700s, engineers got really good at the mechanics of it. But the real game changer? That came in the late 1800s, when we finally figured out how to hook up a water turbine to an electric generator. And just like that, flowing water became electricity. So, how exactly do we capture all that power on a huge scale today? Let me give you a hint. It's a lot bigger than just a wheel spinning in a river. It all starts with something absolutely enormous, a dam. And you can think of a dam as being kind of like a giant natural battery. But instead of storing chemical energy, it's storing the potential energy of a massive, massive body of water, just waiting to be released. And the process itself is surprisingly simple, really. Okay, so first, that stored water gets released, and it flows down a huge pipe. That's called a penstock. The sheer force of all that falling water spins the blades of a massive turbine. And that turbine, well, it's connected to a generator. And as it spins, boom, you've got clean, reliable electricity. And looking at this, you can really see the incredible leap in technology, can't you? We've gone from simple wooden paddles to these super efficient, scientifically engineered machines. And they're all built for just one thing: to squeeze every last drop of energy out of moving water. So that brings us to the big question, right? Why are we talking about this centuries-old technology now? Why is it so incredibly crucial for our future? Well, because it's a true clean energy powerhouse. I mean, just look at the numbers. Hydropower provides a huge chunk of the world's renewable electricity. And you know what the best part is? It does all of that without pumping out the greenhouse gases that are warming our planet. But it's not perfect. Like any big technology, there are trade-offs. On the one hand, it's green, it's super reliable, and it can generate just massive amounts of power. But on the flip side, building these huge dams requires a lot of land, and of course, you're totally dependent on having the right geography with enough rainfall and river flow. Okay, so let's zoom out a bit and connect all of this to, well, the biggest challenge of our time: climate change. You've probably heard of the Paris Agreement, right? It set these really ambitious global targets. The main goal is to keep global warming well below 2 degrees Celsius by making some serious cuts to our carbon emissions. And this isn't just one country. It's a massive worldwide effort. So the key to actually hitting those targets is getting to what's called carbon neutrality. All that really means is balancing out the carbon we release into the atmosphere with what we can remove. Now, to do that, we are going to need large-scale, reliable, carbon-free energy. Does that sound familiar? Because that is exactly where hydropower comes in. So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. One of our oldest, most established forms of energy is also one of our most essential tools for building a clean future. It's kind of like an ancient hero fighting a very, very modern battle. And there you have it, the incredible power of water, and why this ancient tech matters more today than it ever has before. Hey, if you found this explainer helpful and you want to keep digging into the world of energy, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you along for the next one. Thanks for tuning in.